Hello everyone, welcome back to Dantech. This is Walunde Daniel Mugabe. Happy New Year to all our faithful subscribers that have kept on sticking and have kept demanding on the supply of these videos. So, in this new year, we have come up with something new in regards to helping us to improve on our computer skills. So, we're going to be having a series that are on computer information literacy, a series that is going to help us to understand how to get information, how to work around the information, how to behave, how to act with the information that we get from our social media, from every search engine that we get. So one of the first questions I've talked about the information literacy. We're gonna have to first understand what is information literacy. Information literacy this is the ability to identify when information is needed, find relevant information, evaluate its credibility, and use it effectively and uh, genuinely or valuably. So, information literacy simply, information literacy is all about how to find your information, how to use the information correctly, and how effective your information is going to be. So why is the study that you brought up about the information literacy important in this digital era that we are in? So in this digital era that we are in, a digital era that's where we see the upcoming technologies like the chat GPT, the TikTok, everything that is coming up. It is taking us to another way of doing things, and if you're left behind might be difficult. So why is information literacy, learning information literacy, this service that we're about to you, very important? We live in the world full of information, the internet and all the media, the social media and the AI. So why does it matter? It will help you to avoid fake news. If you have scrolled around the TikTok, you have seen the battles here and there that are going on. So how can you rate the credibility of the information that you're getting before you perceive it further? How can you tell the relevancy? So information literacy is going to help you understand the relevancy of the information that you get. It supports academic success. Academic success to most of the students at the universities and all get maybe pursuing your masters, your bachelor's degree, anything that you're pursuing. How can you relate information to the field that you want it to be? So if it will help you in academic success, it will improve your decision making. Because when you put you attach a value to the information that you're getting off the social media, off the library work, it will improve your decision making. You will be liable to understand that this is fake news or this is the real news. It promotes critical thinking. You will think further. You will think further than you are expected to do. So it will prevent partialism. So if partialism, I would say we can look it further. And so we have the information cycle. The information cycle involves the creation, the publication, and distribution. The information cycle. So we can try to look it up here on the things that I had prepared as earlier. So we have the information cycle. The information cycle involves these four stages. I don't know if you can see it here. So it involves these four stages. One of them we have the creation. Creation simply creation of data, the research, the news. If you go into the field and look for news, the second stage will be the publication. Publication simply is like the process. How are you going to handle the research that you've got? You need to produce it and take it to the real. So publication will involve sharing it within the books, the journals, and the media like TikTok, and the shared news like TikTok, like televisions. Distribution. Distribution now, this one, will involve sharing it online. Maybe if you have written a textbook, you need to take it to library so that maybe putting it in databases, the medical journals and what. So after all the three, we have the use. Using the data that we have got. So how are the people going to use it? They need to read it. One, they need to read it. They need to analyze it. They need to analyze it and then apply it. We need to apply it. So after a person may be reading the biological science or reading your journal, they need to apply. If it's a healthy journal, that it's a healthy book about, it's a book about health, they need to apply the things that you have come up with. So after the information cycle, we are going to have the skills of an information literate person. So, the next thing we shall talk about an information literate person. So, for a person to be information literate, you know how to search for the data, you know how to use the data, and you know how to apply the data. You have to apply. You have to put in place the four items in our information cycle. So the skills that you need as a literate person about the information that you're getting is searching your data efficiently. Searching the data well. So searching your data efficiently. That we shall have maybe using keywords. If you use keywords in your data, you'll be able to prove it to people that you're information literate. So another thing we will have evaluation of the work, just putting it on scale. Evaluating the sources, you have to evaluate the sources and you put them on scale. How is this helpful? It will help you to understand the data, the credibility of the data that you're getting. Organizing it will be another skill that you will need in information literacy. Organizing the data. So organizing data will be another thing. Then citing. Citing simply means you will need to give credit to the people that all the sources that you get your data from. So because knowledge is not earned. If you have not came up with the idea and somebody else came up with that idea, you will need to cite them to give them their credit. Oh, use another thing will be using the data, the using the data or the information. Well, you have to have ethic ways of using the data. So after all that, and you have put them in you have put them in place, you have understood the data cycle, the information cycle, and you have understood the skills that you need. So that will come to the end of our session for today. Keep tuning in. I remain Wadunda Daniel Mugabe. Don't forget to hit the notification button and subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything new. Thank you.